Now, can I persuade you to join us for a drink?
All right, but nothing too strong.
Hello and welcome to 3.2 Company, a podcast about Star Wars, X-Wing, RPGs, and drinking. Hey everybody, I'm Scott. Today I am drinking a Uinta Season Pass Vanilla Porter. That's pretty good. I like it. Still good. Joining us today, Eric.
Hey,
Eric.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use the dice app.
Yeah.
Because we lost the dice.
Yep.
So I have to use this.
We're going to find those dice.
Yeah.
Like
And
tomorrow
I am
or
drinking Epic, what is this? The Session Mountain Ale.
Ooh.
Utah Session Series. It's a pretty good gas station beer.
Yeah. And also joining us today, special guest, Patreon high roller, Keelo.
Hey everybody. I've never done RPG stuff before, so this will be interesting.
God, have you really never done an RPG
Never done
before?
a single one.
Not even like
never
D&D
even
or
opened a
anything?
rule book until Mike sent me the PDF the other day.
Oh man.
So this will be
gonna
fun.
Great.
Your life is about to be changed forever.
I know, my wife's a little concerned about it.
It's like, well, there goes
She should
three.
just be more concerned you're hanging out with us more.
I know, right?
She's also concerned about that. She said good luck as I left the house today.
It's fine. You can't get contact drunk.
That's not even fair. She's never met us before.
But
Oh,
She's
right.
not wrong though.
I mean, no.
I mean, she could have listened to the podcast and that.
I'm drinking orange Fanta because, you know.
Fanta.
Don't you
you
wanna?
want to?
Yep.
Yep. Stu, joining us, also knew that terrible jingle.
Yeah. Fanta's the shit, man. Hey, I'm Stu. I'm drinking the Leinenkugel's Pomegranate Shandy.
Ooh.
It's actually pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It's, super fruity and light, but it's smooth like a soda.
On a scale of 1 to Fanta girls, how good is it?
Which
I can never remember how those commercials go. Did they all look the same depending on which flavor they were pushing, or were they all
were
different?
just different colors.
I think their
I like
hair
the
color
purple
was
one.
different.
Yeah.
The
It's purple.
purple Fanta.
Okay, that perp.
Yeah, always.
Okay, cool. And regretting it already, it's Mike.
Hey everybody, I am drinking the Uinta Yard Sale Winter Lager, and I don't know if I can drink it fast enough
Right.
to cope with what's about to happen.
Oh, and this is all without Brody, too.
I know.
Imagine.
Right.
So unfortunately, no Feline Jedi this time.
That's right. So we're starting a Force and Destiny campaign. This is the first installment in Season 3 of our Star Wars RPG. We might return to Chad, Blaine, and company later on down
God,
the
it's
line.
actually become his party, hasn't it?
But
Fuck.
we're going to jump back in time, play some Jedi characters. Our setting is at the outset of the Clone Wars, so not long after Episode 2 ended. You all are just fresh out of the Jedi Academy, recent graduates. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Is this going to be like Police Academy?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe.
Which one of us is Steve Gutenberg?
It'll wind up that way.
Well, the real question is which of us...
Introduce yourselves.
Which one of us is actually going to be the guy who makes the sound effects? It won't be me, Zen Kid. Oh, God. Oh, God. Damn it. Dun da 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 dun da da da. Hey everyone, hello and welcome to. Oh, God damn it.
What was your name again?
Zen Kid. Hopefully this comes across on the recording.
It's
Are
not.
you really
It
going
won't.
to do that? Don't do that.
No. No.
Mike, shut that down.
Nope. Yeah, wow.
So Zen
what's
Gid,
your
you're a
deals?
Kildor. What's
Yes.
class and stuff?
What's a Kildor?
Keldor? Do you remember,
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon?
Okay, that's why you.
Oh,
talk
you
like
do
that.
need to talk like that.
Yeah, I kind of do.
You look like your organs are on the outside.
Yes, and then wearing like a breathing mask and also eyepieces and other stuff.
So,
so I'm a
look for
Keldor.
Mike's
I
new
am-
podcast where none of us are on it anymore.
So I'm a counselor. Specifically, I went into the Nimian discipline first, just so that I can get willpower for lightsaber. But primarily, I am our negotiator. I'll be taking the face role. I'll be talking and trying to charm. And be nice. No, you also can do that too.
Quick question:
How about I be good cop, you be bad cop?
which high school did you used to work at?
What?
Judge's bad. Okay.
Which high school did you used to work at? You're a counselor.
Consular.
You
Fuck
said
you.
counselor.
All right, I'm a Jedi
Well, in
counselor.
the Star Wars universe, they're high school consulars.
Look, you're failing out. You're failing out of the Jedi Academy. You will not get an apprenticeship at the rate you're
You
going.
need to start applying for secondary Jedi schools.
Safe school.
You need a
final
safety
year.
Jedi apprenticeship.
Oh
Maybe
shit! Can
consider
I
a
learn a
gap year.
Jedi trade? Still?
It's just like Jedi welding. That's all your lightsaber is
Jedi
for.
welding.
It's to weld.
Oh God, Jedi welding.
All right, Eric, who are you?
Oh shit. I was gonna plan this out while everyone else talked. I'm Rafan Tillie. I'm an Arcanian offshoot, which I just picked because I was totally channeling my inner Scott to max-min the shit out of this character.
So you look like powder.
Yes, I look like I fell into a large vat of flour.
Great.
And I'm a seeker is my career, and specialization is Ataru striker, which I picked that one because it lets me use agility for lightsaber attacks.
Nice.
So that's all I know about it.
Caleb, who are you?
I am Zad Keelo. I am an Ortolan. Think Max Rebo from the Cantina Band, or is it Jabba the?
It's
oh,
Jabba
Jabba the Hutt's band. So I'm a tiny blue elephant guy. I'm a warrior who
You're not
specializes in.
They're big.
No, they are actually
Starfighter
Silhouette
Ace.
Zero. They are super short.
Yeah,
What?
Silhouette
They're
Zero.
just big. And
He's
stocky,
kind of
but
like
they're-
a short cube going around.
So in that scene, he's on like a really tall stool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm missing half of one of my ears,
Which one?
left ear.
Let's see if we keep that consistent.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep it consistent. I hope it comes up at some point. It's relevant. But.
We had to get you a custom Starfighter helmet at the academy.
That's why he's missing half his ear, because he didn't fit the helmet on. They just cut off part of his ear and then just shoved the helmet on.
This is much easier than getting a new helmet.
Yeah, and in case somebody didn't hear, I'm a warrior starfighter ace.
flying spaceships.
Flying spaceships.
Spacey ships.
I had to spend all my XP to get agility so I could fly the spaceship.
Awesome. Stu, who are you?
I am the Bith Mystic Seer, so I'm very in tune with the Force. My name is Finn Gar Blasto, and I talk with a lisp because I can't help it. I was born this way.
Well, if
Oh,
you
baby.
didn't have the lisp, then you could have been a famous musician.
If
Yes.
only. I know a guy who plays the piano.
I think I grew up thinking that maybe I have some sort of distant relation with Kit Fisto, but
Even though he's a different species entirely.
yeah, but you know, it just my name's Finger Blasto. I don't know. It can't be a coincidence.
Nice.
God damn it.
All right. So,
Only preference combat, you're like, finger good.
You're saying he's spec'd into business guns?
Yeah.
Does he have a Bluetooth headset to make deals?
Yeah, I don't use lightsaber. I have a lightsaber because I have to have one. It's like part of the being a Jedi.
You have to.
it's one of your
Turn in
graduation
your robot
requirements.
lightsaber.
Yeah,
This is the last time.
I like flunked
Finn
out
Gar.
of lightsaber class, but I did so well on my other classes that I had a decent enough grade point average. I was able to graduate.
You took enough other electives that you were able to get enough credits.
So graduation happens. You walk across the stage. You shake hands. Your parents take pictures. Hooray. You all independently get a call to visit Master Yarrow-Poof's office. Master Yarrow-Poof is the guy on the Jedi Council with the super long neck. He looks kind of like the Camino
God damn it,
aliens.
He really is. I thought you were joking that was going to be our boss.
No, he is totally your boss for this.
God. Are you going to do that incredibly insensitive accent?
I am not.
Swim did?
I am not going to do that. I will insert the Adult Swim clips here.
Much fear I sense in young Anakin. To be trained as a Jedi, he must not be.
He could bring balance to the Force.
Correct, you are.
I thought you said that would be bad.
From the prophecy, that boy could be.
Can I ask what the prophecy is? Why is that something I don't know?
I will tell him of the Council's decision tomorrow.
Oh, so it's a council now? It's not just the two of you? What about you, Dogface? Did you know that now it was a council?
Inform the Senate, we must, of our lessened ability to use the Force.
Who can't use the Force now? I can still use the Force. Let's put that one to a vote, because I don't even know what that means. Does anyone realize that I'm talking?
Enough for today. We should eat.
Getting pizza? Your old proof should do. All in favor?
Aye! Oh, I just got the coffee yesterday, and I submitted the receipt, have yet to be reimbursed. Is anyone else having this issue? But oh, look, if it's the will of the council, then I'll go. Aye! Fine. Listen, Yaddle, I'm gonna need to borrow your car.
In the shop it is?
I just saw it downstairs.
Well, insurance and, you know.
Okay, then I am going. I am one of 12 Jedi in the whole galaxy on the Jedi Council, and today it's my job to get the pizza. Sure, yeah, my parents, they're very proud.
He called you into your office. He's like, okay, most of your classmates are going to the front lines to fight in the Clone Wars. I have handpicked you four because you were the last four available and nobody will notice that you're missing for a special mission. I disagree with the leaders of the Jedi Council, Mace Windu and Yoda, because they're kind of dicks to me. So instead of fighting separatists directly, we're going to turn to the Force to look for a solution to this war. I have another task for you. You know that your lightsabers have kyber crystals at the heart of them to focus the energy, right?
Naturally.
I pulled out my textbook on yes, they do.
You've got note cards from your tests.
Is that how you kept your grade point average up? Was like cheating, looking through the book?
No, I just didn't do well in lightsaber class. We talked about this.
Well, when I was in the academy, I was a history major. And there is a legend of a lightsaber made entirely out of kyber crystal. So the blade is not the light projection. It's powerful kyber crystal. This was thousands of years ago with the very first Jedi. And one of the original true light Jedi masters, Jian Ronson, decided that he decided
John.
He's a legend.
that the kyber saber was too powerful of a weapon to exist on its own. So he broke the blade of the kyber saber into 5 separate large chunks of kyber and sent them across the galaxy with some of his disciple Jedi masters. I believe I have a lead as to the location of the first of these kyber saber fragments. And I can't leave the council, unfortunately. Shut up, phone. So,
Is it because they keep calling you?
They keep making me get pizza.
He has urgent council business to attend to.
So I am going to send you 4 after this first piece. The research I've done has revealed it to likely be located on the neutral planet Bardota, which is near the Outer Rim.
Do any of us know anything about Bardota?
I don't know, how smart are any of you?
Not very.
3 intelligence.
Got 2.
Should I roll an outer rim?
Yes. Yeah, Outer Rim is an actual knowledge skill.
Yeah, that's good. I think we've gone through 2 campaigns and never used a knowledge skill before, so I had to look and see.
I think I used Underworld
Average.
a couple of times as I can't remember.
Light green. That's good. Fail with disadvantage.
Oh, good. So you don't know shit about Bardota.
Yes.
You slept that day in class.
You're just like fiercely flipping through your text.
So I can tell you that it's a neutral world. We'll send you there under the guise of perhaps trying to talk to the local government to see if they want to ally themselves with us instead of the separatists in the war.
Excellent. I look forward to this then.
That's the second different voice Scott's used for this character. Keep track at home, everybody.
It'll take like an episode or two till he figures out.
He's got to settle in.
Would you rather I talked like this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't know how this comes across on the recording, though.
So, to help you in your journey, I have procured a ship, 2 ships actually, for you. A VCX 99.5.
God damn it.
That's the Ghost.
Yep.
It's a VCX 100. And
Does it not have the
It's a really
Phantom?
big ship for 4 people.
it doesn't have the Phantom. It's got the Delta 6 sprite, the original Jedi Starfighter, that has been modified with pedal extensions so that your Starfighter can reach them. And a special hatch.
I'm gonna need handle extensions.
Handle extensions, special hatch so you can access it from the bottom, so you can climb up into it from, you know, when it's docked with the VCX 99 and a
Does
half.
it have
probably can't reach
extensions,
from
or
the top.
does he have to wear arm and leg extensions?
No, they're built in.
Yeah, I'm wondering how janky is this? Is this like Indiana Jones, then Temple of Doom kind of thing?
Does he have to have a puppet Ewok?
No, that was the worst part of X-Wing. Stop talking about it.
That part where Wedge had to put on a puppet
stop it.
show.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's real. That's definitely real.
This is why it's a good thing Disney destroyed the old EU.
Yeah. Fuck everything Star Wars. Let's do this.
So you've got your VCX 99 and a half, an old Jedi Starfighter strapped to the back of it, pretty much. We're sending you to Bartoda.
Is it held on with like baling wire?
Yeah, pretty much.
Leather straps.
I forgot to mention my giant, big, blank Bith eyes have like huge spectacles in front of them.
If you lose them in a fight, are we gonna be in trouble?
Oh no, my glasses!
It sounded like Kyle Broflovsky's cousin.
Wait, so does that mean he can do the Jedi Master's voice?
All right, so you got your ship.
Hells yeah.
Who's flying the big ship?
Who's going to fly the big ship?
I've
Not
got
me.
good piloting because I've got a shitload of agility.
Sweet, you're piloting the big ship.
Ah, yeah.
I could be a backup pilot, but I'm not primary pilot.
Who does anybody have a decent astrogation check?
Yeah, we're doing
I got a 3.
We're doing an average astrogation with 2 setback die. To
2 green dice for astrogation.
That is going to be Stu doing
Oh,
astrogation.
my astrogation is bad.
You said 2 setback dice?
with 2 setback die.
Average?
Yes.
God, this is...
We don't have the most up-to-date contact info with them because they're not an allied system.
We
Yes,
are
what
We're gonna
everybody at
hyper jump
home,
right into the core of that damn
we're
planet,
not
aren't we?
going to Barthola.
Yeah, we're not getting there. We're gonna end up somewhere else. Yep.
Woo!
That's a lot of blanks.
Yeah, advantage fail.
All right, you fly into the sun and die.
Oh, this was
Cool. Who wants to roll up new characters?
The advantage means that it was a quick and merciful death.
No, you still get there, but you come out of hyperspace pretty close to the planet. Not time to like make a
Underneath the
scanning
shields?
approach or anything. Not underneath the shields, nothing like that, dude. It's
Just
not
like
a
drop out of hyperspace and then just start shaking
And-
because we hit
be
the
like-
atmosphere.
Oh, God, sorry.
So you come out too close for the local authorities to be happy. You're immediately hailed by the Jor-Un spaceport. Yeah.
Jordan.
Is it in the air?
Oh, by the way, one of you needs to come up with a Beastie Boys name
I
for
was
VCX 99.
About to say that.
It's the Jor-Un spaceport. They're like, unidentified VCX 99 and a half. What's the name of your ship and what's your business here?
We didn't have enough time for a Beastie Boys reference.
Did he instruct us to approach slow and low?
He might once you identify yourself.
God, somebody.
Quick, what's our?
I don't know enough Beastie Boys songs.
Yeah, someone pull up the discography.
We'll do that later. What's your business here, Republic ship? We can see the markings now that you're right up in our faces.
We're here on a school project. We're with, with the Jedi Academy.
I was like,
can I try to charm him?
I was about to like start communicating, and then he just like goes in like, oh. Because you were sitting at the console with the masturbation.
Is it the Magic School VCX 999 and a half? Oh, God. So you're actually saying you're here on a school project?
Yeah, it's an independent study project.
What's the subject of your study here?
We're here to study about the history of lightsabers.
Why are you here to study that, Jedi?
That's where our teacher
What?
It was an assignment.
But you said it was independent study. Don't you usually pick the details of that?
Yes, but, you know, the location wasn't up to us.
I'm really glad that Mike Tyson is here. He's going to help us solve this supernatural mystery.
I'm having a really hard time contributing to this fucking game because of your...
I just want to studio all the time now.
Let's do...
Which one of us is playing the pigeon?
Let's do an upgraded average negotiation. So 1 purple, 1 red to try and convince this guy.
You said negotiation?
Yep.
God, it should be me doing that.
Yeah, but you didn't start this story, did you?
I tried to. He's quicker at
I wanted to try to charm him. It's like what I'm good at.
Oh, shit.
Fuck yeah.
But you succeed like crazy. Okay.
With advantage.
So this guy, he was apprehensive at first, but he's like, it's a school project with these fucking Jedi, whatever. He gives you a parking spot number at the Jor-owned spaceport.
Cool.
Do I need to roll to see if I parked correctly?
You actually do. Just do
Tell Zad Keelo
an average
spot number.
Average piloting.
That Keelo's not actually piloting our big ship.
Is that planet? That's going to be planetary.
It's a spaceship, so it's space piloting.
Yes. That's better.
Planetary's for like trucks and stuff.
Is our ship
sitting
named
behind
just
you
the
in the co-pilot seat
intergalactic
with my ears
planetary?
over my head.
Yes. Yes.
The intergalactic planetary.
Okay.
Triumph, cool. You land, and it's super sweet when you do it.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah, but I saw the Triumph, and it's cooler to picture you like going in and like peeling out the last second.
I pull the e-brake and slide into the spot,
Trip.
but I just barely nick the side and scratch the paint.
It's kind of like when Poe is landing in the cruiser before
Yes.
they take off. You're like, shit! And then you scratch something.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, so...
Does anyone have a paper so we can leave a note on the ship that we hit?
I think we just hit the wall. We didn't hit another ship, did we?
What's our parking space number?
Pi.
Pi? Okay.
Did our
3.14.
master give us insurance for the vehicle?
It's covered under the very basic Jedi Academy plan.
Okay.
You'll have to fill out forms in triplicate for reimbursement and stuff like that.
We're going to have to get reimbursed for the body work.
Yeah, so you land. You definitely notice that there are 8 guards waiting at the base of your ship.
Okay, this time I will walk out in front.
You just
I've got good charm and good coercion.
like our Bith friend, whose name I've already... Oh, Fisto Blasto.
That sounds like a One-Punch Man attack.
Fisto Blasto!
It's Finn Gar Blasto.
Finn Gar.
What are you
He's
saying
like
these
trying
guys?
to get out in front, like just like, nope!
Damn it.
Push him back a bit.
My books fall out of my robe. Ah, shit.
All right, I'll just walk down the ramp real fast, like staying ahead of, like, not like run, but doing like the fast walk that I'm still trying to look like a normal walk.
When I walk, I feel like trundle. I trundle behind him just in case he needs backup.
I'm gonna try to be your character's friend.
I'm gonna flip my hood up and try and be sneaky, walking out of the.
Greetings, gentlemen and gentle beings. Greetings, gentle beings. What can we do for you? Are you here to escort us to our destination?
It looks at you a little weird, but yeah, you're coming to the royal palace with us.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Do we know anything about the monarchy on this planet?
You want to try another intelligence check?
Sure. Yes.
What kind?
Is it xenology?
No.
Damn it.
It's outer. Do you have twins in sinology?
No, but
We'll call this one a hard education.
Oh, I will make that one.
Where's? I don't even. Oh, I see it.
Hard is how many purple?
3.
I got a triumph and an advantage.
I succeed.
So I succeed with.
Okay, cool.
Advantage.
You know that there's a monarchy.
Okay.
And you're being taken to the
I
royal
succeed
palace.
too, with disadvantage.
So
do we know, is it headed by a king or a queen, a duke?
If you want to roll
a duchess.
education
A
check.
duchess.
It's actually a barony.
What are their thoughts on tactile
It's
mechs?
3 purple versus your 2 green.
It's
Probably not worth
headed up by a queen,
I'll
and
just lean down and explain
I'm not
to
known
your
for my
character.
smarts.
it's headed up by a queen, and there used to be a lot more religious influence in the monarchy than there currently is. So,
Like
Zealots, got it.
Like force religious
be
or
a
like
theocracy.
worship the queen as a
This monarchy
god?
used to have
no,
houses.
just different religions kind of controlling
Now
the
they faded
government.
away.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. So it's Queen Pope.
Yeah.
Queen Pope. That
All right.
sounds
So
like an awesome show.
are you
Yeah, no, it's coming soon to Adult Swim.
are you going quietly,
Yes.
following along?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
I mean,
There's been
unless
no
you want to
reason.
kill all the guards and leave.
I don't think
I
we're
mean-
in a good place to do that right now.
He has to ask because Eric's in the group.
Yes, it is a legitimate
Like,
question.
do you want to actually follow the line of this story, or do you just want to start murder hoboing?
I do want to, but I think I will be outvoted on that. So.
All right. So the reason you got a good parking spot is it's the shortest walk to the palace.
They don't want us wandering along.
Pretty much.
That's good. My legs won't get tired.
We should just get you like.
We're gonna have to get you a hoverboard.
So it's
also a keyboard.
It's an ornate palace for this planet, which is not, involved in galactic politics that much, and not super technologically advanced. But it's it's a pretty old palace. It's obvious who the queen is. She's sitting on a throne, but she's not talking to you. There's just a handful of
Is she wearing a
advisors.
fancy headdress?
Of course.
No, she's wearing no headdress.
Oh,
How's her hair? Is it styled in a crazy?
I guess I
cool
should
way?
show you a picture of Bardonans. They're kind of reptile-like. They don't have hair.
that's good to know.
Interesting.
I think they're in that if you want to look up.
Bardonan.
No
Bardote.
feathers.
Bardotes.
Yeah. So as soon as you walk into the throne room, these guys start peppering you with questions. Why have Jedi come to Bardota?
Barando.
Told you it's an independent study project.
I can't take it seriously.
Did you see the corner of his eye twitch? It's like looking at you, and then his eye like twitches. Like, are you really gonna stick with just that? Is that all we're gonna say?
You are now like learning how much work Mike puts into every episode to cut it out so that you can listen to it.
Need another beer. Need another beer.
Oh, do you
Or
want
like 6. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna shift gears.
Yeah.
What is the percentage on those?
These Hell's Keep Belgian Golden Ales are 7.75.
I'm gonna try to.
My
charm
Fanta's
her.
caffeine free.
Right. So this nerd is here to study. What are the rest of you spies here for?
I'm his escort.
I'm just his friend.
I was hoping to possibly enter into negotiations, see about joining the side of the Republic.
That too.
In the Clone Wars, and also seek out interesting artifacts while we're here.
Interesting. So the Separatists, the Confederacy of Independent Systems, as they call themselves, has not yet contacted us about allying with them in this conflict. We could potentially be interested in perhaps eventually joining the Republic, but a strategic cooperation during the impending war.
I am certain the Republic would be satisfied with any number of agreements that we could come to, even if said agreement is merely to not aid the Confederacy.
Interesting. And one of the advisors turns back to Independent Study Project. So you're here to study...
Oh, an ISP.
Yeah. we did those in high school. We had ISPs. That's why I said it.
What's your dissertation on?
It's not a dissertation. It's just like a month-long project.
Oh,
and you submit it to your advisor.
What aspects of lightsabers, you say, are you here to study?
Lightsabers.
Just in technology, how they function?
Well,
He's looking for some that perhaps float like a butterfly and maybe sting like a bee.
Jesus Christ.
He made the voice. It's his fault.
Yes, it's definitely his fault that you have to make a shitty joke about how he talks.
Do you prefer I start talking about his grills?
Yes.
Look, Your Excellency, it's all very technical. You wouldn't be very interested in this. It's really deep into theory. You know, all we want to do is be gracious guests.
Oh.
What kind of guests?
Gracious guests.
We can use inappropriate words.
Trying to figure out any way to justify rolling a charm against this queen.
Well, so the queen speaks up now, actually. She's interested at this gracious guest's notion. Well, Master Jedi, is it?
Oh, no. Just graduated.
What was your major?
Speech therapy.
Public speaking.
Well, Jedi, perhaps a strategic alliance with the Republic can be formed if your crew of, I assume you're all Jedi? Question mark?
Yes.
Certainly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you can help us with a local, governmental, religious, all three problem, the figurehead of one of our primary religions, the Daogan Master, has been kidnapped by some cultists, and that's bad because I actually, do the work, but he's the figurehead of the government. So we need him back, but a lot of our forces are loyal to the cultists. So I need a third party to discreetly rescue him.
Certainly. I'm sure some of us can do discreet. As As I trail off, looking at the rest of you.
I back away into the corner in the shadows.
You're like, look how discreet I am.
I push up my glasses and I say, "Do you have a dossier on these guys?" So I can study.
I will provide you with a guide to their last known location.
Perfect.
Or to the location that we suspect they are at. You'll be traveling to the other side of the planet, to the Halsoon Monastery.
How soon can we be there?
That was so good.
It's like he's been here the whole time.
I'm sure Mike can just go, this podcast is over. Walk out.
That one was fine.
He knew that was coming. It's like the softball pitch, just like underhand, like, oh, this kid needs a morale boost. I'm gonna give it to him.
Right.
He's gonna get an on-field single here.
So the queen, who identifies herself as Queen Ulia, wants you to rescue the Daogan Master from the Frengal cultists. That's like the two warring religions on the planet.
The Bengal and the
Jargon.
Daogans?
Rescue the Daogan Master from the Frengal cultists.
Frengal.
Okay.
And she sends a guide with you to take you to the other side of the planet where this monastery is believed to be.
Excellent.
Report back to me when you're finished, and hopefully you bring the Daogan Master with you. And if not, maybe information as to his location or what is or his fate will let me resolve the situation in our local government.
Cool. So we journey with
Any questions? She looks at the nerd. Nerd, any questions?
Do you want us to infiltrate this organization?
Rescue is your primary objective. Extraction. All right, cool.
I'll follow you guys' lead because you guys are more adept.
So you'll need to travel back to the spaceport. It's not very far. And then fly to the other side of the planet with the guide. You can ask him some questions if you have any.
Certainly, I was planning on asking the guy questions.
He can try to answer them on the way over there. Or if you feel like you need to stop and like shop or investigate the spaceport, you've got a little bit of time.
All my money.
Does anybody have binders?
I don't have any money.
I do!
Okay, we're good then.
He's got binders.
On the way over, instead of talking to this
Binders
person,
full of
asking them
cultists.
questions,
Yeah!
I want to meditate and consult the Force.
You can do that on the
That's
ship on
sort
the
of-
way over.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
On the way over.
Yeah.
I was going to question the guy.
Okay, so we'll say you get to the ship. It's going to take me a session to remember his name's Talon, right?
No.
You don't know your own name. Rafan, sorry. Rafan, you're going to fly him to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tython is meditating.
That wasn't the idea. I was supposed to be a nerd.
All right, so let's have this conversation with the guide.
I was most curious as to the monastery itself. What do you know of the monastery?
Honestly, not much. I've never been there. It's an ancient Frengal site, and I am of the Daogan religion.
What about the split between the Frengal and the Daogan?
It's existed for hundreds of generations on this planet, and knocked my own microphone over. As time goes on, the factions gain and lose ground with the populace. One takes control, then loses it. A never-ending cycle.
So it's almost more opposing political parties than necessarily cults and religion.
It's the Frengal and the Daogan religions started as religions, but in more recent generations have infiltrated the governance of the planet.
Well, what is the core to the religion, or what brings about the actual split between them? Where do they disagree?
Pineapple on pizza.
Curses. Which one sides with which is the question.
The Daogans believe, as I do, that pineapple is acceptable on pizza. And the Frangal do not.
I think I want to align
In my
with the
meditation, I'm just like,
Seriously, you all hate pineapple on pizza?
Yeah.
it's gross.
I actually just.
But I
dislike
also
pineapple.
I don't like pineapple in general.
Okay.
Say,
Yeah, I'm on that also on board with not liking pineapple.
I think I would be
Infiltrating
okay.
this group's going to be real easy.
Yeah, I was like, I might be okay with it on pizza. I just dislike.
Well, this is OOC.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Out of character.
Yeah, like out of character, we're all with the other side that we're fighting curses.
Okay. Any other questions?
Just getting visions of.
See, usually something that brings about a religion has something more to do with something mystical. Like in many cultures, it's like a crystalline artifact or something that has fallen from the sky.
Nope, pineapple on space pizza.
All right. I was hoping for a storybook there. Unfortunately, no. I was hoping to possibly find out more about the crystal we may or may not be looking for, but crystalline pineapple.
Don't know anything about crystals, pal.
Okay, well then.
What's the Force telling you?
I don't know what
The Force is telling him.
I'm not sure how to do this because my class is like really connected with the Force and I'm pretty much steeped in it. I get all of my guidance through my like lens of the Force. I don't have the like meditation power.
Is there a check you can roll
Which
for this?
power is
I don't
it
know. I didn't-
specifically? Do you remember?
It's
Or
not a
does it
specific
say?
power, really.
Okay, no, that's fine. So you are communing with the Force on the way over there, and
I'm cleaning up the ship.
You're a seer, right?
you start to get glimpses or a sense of death where you're heading, of innocent death where you're going, and just a general feeling of despair and doom at your destination. It also feels really hot.
Sound like it, huh?
I relay my
Sense it.
visions, my meditation to the rest of the group.
So
Is it like a tropical hot, like a dry oven heat kind of hot?
really dry.
It's like when you open the oven and you just get that blast of heat in your face.
Yeah, not like that. With some sulfur mixed in.
Like when you're going in to get your pineapple with pizza.
Pineapple this pizza?
Fanned pineapple.
All right.
Okay, got it.
So you're getting to the other side of the planet. It's the southmost continent on the planet Bardona. You're coming up on there's an island mountain. And that's where your guide is taking you. He's never been here, though. And it's almost uncharted territory. So there's not cities nearby to land in. So
Does anybody think we should circle the island first? Before we land?
Get a good look at it.
I think we should do that.
Couldn't hurt.
okay.
Do some donuts around.
So when you do decide to land, it'll be a hard piloting check. But circling the island reveals that this is just kind of a mountain that could have been volcanic in origin, not too far off the coast of the rest of the continent. But there's no civilization anywhere around it.
In my vision, did I hear any whispers of Kalima?
No, you did not.
My other question is,
Purple, right?
if I'm not in my Starfighter, should I fly the big ship? Nope.
I think you guys should fight about this.
But it's really up to you to start an argument about it. Because it's planetary.
Oh,
No,
I'm in
no,
space.
No,
Yeah.
it's a spaceship. It's space piloting.
2 success.
Really?
Planetary is for like trucks and speeders.
Okay.
2 success.
All right, so you are able to land on
I just wasn't sure if that would help.
a beach not too far from the island, and your circle revealed there's a sandbar that will give you some decent access to get to the base of the mountain.
Do they have any specials?
No.
I don't know what the difference between yellow and green is.
Yellow's better.
I have
It's a
2
12-sided
yellows
die
and 1
instead
green.
of an 8-sided
He's
die.
got 4 greens.
And it's got more positive results on it.
All right.
Yours is better than mine, but only slightly.
So
It doesn't seem like it's that much different.
there's a sandbar. It's about a quarter-mile trek across to get to the base area of this island mountain. The tide has started to come in, so everyone needs to make an average athletics check.
Great. So let's see. It's 2 green and 1 yellow.
Oh, shit.
Yep, no, I'm with him.
All right, you succeed.
Like, parkour!
Oh God, you super fail.
So what do I roll?
I got sand in my shoes.
I roll what my thing says for athletics, right?
Also,
So 2 green and a yellow.
Green and a yellow. And
No, I fail.
Average
with
is
disadvantage.
2 purples.
Hardest
The
3.
triangles are fail, right? Okay. Yep, I fail with disadvantage.
I have no idea what these mean.
So the pointies cancel out pointies. The rounder shapes cancel out rounder shapes. So your
So
crits
this cancels out one of those.
one of them. So you succeed,
succeed.
with disadvantage.
All right. So those that succeeded, great, you made it across. Those that didn't, you slipped a lot and you suffered a strain to make it across this sandbar.
Oh God damn
Got a
it!
pencil.
I'm just glad I didn't drown. If the tide was coming in. I have a long trunk, so, you know, would have been in the water the whole time.
So this mountain has obviously been visited in the ancient history of the planet Bardona. There's a clear entrance about 2/3 of the way up to it that's been hollowed out. And the path to it winds around the mountain.
Okay, right.
That makes sense?
Yes.
So it's not like a straight path or staircase up. You're going to be doing like the circumference of this small mountain going up to that opening.
So tired.
So much work.
that's why you have good athletics.
It's okay.
My trundle legs
I'm
are
probably
not
gonna
be
get
great at
more
this.
tired than you.
Yeah, I know.
So your guide is still with you. So he's he hasn't been to this place, but he's been to similar temples. So he's kind of helping you out on the path up. Everybody needs to make an average coordination check to keep your footing on this narrow pathway around the mountain.
Do we have more green dice?
I fail with advantage.
So hopefully one of these comes up blank and I'll reroll it. Ha! That one was blank.
Nice.
But you don't succeed.
What are the fancy symbols?
God damn
The
it.
Jedi ones are advantage.
I got a lot of advantage.
Coordination, you said?
Yeah.
Oh right.
We don't have enough dice for me to make my roll.
Hey, you do it.
Hey, I succeed.
How did you have that many green?
I have 3 agility. I just have shitty brawn.
Yeah.
And you succeed as well, Caleb.
Okay.
So,
I
Scott,
have to
what?
learn how those work.
Scott, you failed, right?
With advantage.
Failed with
Which one?
advantage.
I just have to
Only
learn.
suffer
So I should've
one
brought my
strain.
cheat
Then
sheet.
your Keldor breathing apparatus and like eyes. And you're like, oh, I didn't see that rock, and you tripped on.
Oh no.
Also, my robes are all like wet, and so it's just like uncomfortable. It's like, ah.
I got sand in my shoes. I hate it.
So as you are winding around the back of the mountain path, the wind starts to whip up as the higher you climb up the mountain. Everybody make an average vigilance check.
What's up with all these fucking environmental checks?
Climbing the mountain.
Vigilance is great for me. I succeeded with a ton of advantage.
Cool, you're good.
3 advantage, in fact.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's see. Vigilance. 2 greens. You said average?
So
Which is
2 purple
2 purple.
versus 2 green.
That's not good, right?
Ooh.
No.
You do not succeed.
Super fail.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Although, Scott, you had 3 advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can help one of them.
Okay.
Give 2. Give 1 boost die because that's all we have to each of them, I guess.
There's 2.
Oh, there's 2. Yeah, give 2 boost die to whoever has the worst athletics.
I have 2 green and a yellow for athletics.
Mine's a yellow and a green.
So it's Tater that gets
Yeah,
it.
give him the tater.
Or let's just do one to both of us. Because it's not like...
Yeah, but he can only help one of you.
Yep. Wow.
You did succeed. Okay, you're fine.
Can I give my advantage?
Can I use my triumph to help Keelo?
Just
Yeah,
turn
sure.
it to like a daisy chain.
Yeah, we're just daisy
I'm holding
chain
you
help.
and you're holding him.
Roll these blue ones too, Caleb, because
I'm using my triumph to assist you. Ooh, fuck!
Oh my god!
That's one of the best rolls I've ever seen.
all right. So you succeeded. No strain taken.
That's in
The wind surprised you, but your homies kept you. You're all like chain up.
We got the daisy chain of boosting dice.
It's like that little filler scene when they're trying to get to the mines of Moria, and they're waiting their way through the snow and the rocks.
All right. So you finally make it all the way around. You make it around to the entrance. It's about 2/3 up the mountain. You walk in, and then there's this red and blue painted archway. And your guide's like, cool, I brought you here. I'm not going any farther.
This is like the beginning of Tomb Raider.
I'll wait for you right here.
Saying there's going to be like.
Do a bunch of wolves come out?
Is there any way we can
No, it's
convince
actually
him to go
raptors
with
on
us?
snowmobiles.
You really want to wait outside by yourself? You're probably going to die.
Can Finn Gar charm him to come with us?
You can try.
I'm gonna finger blast them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, finger blast him with 4 purples and a red.
Oh man!
He is not into that.
What's his safe word?
You should get consent before you finger blast somebody.
I don't think he's going with you.
That's no.
Like it washed out. It was actually even.
So that's a failure.
That's
Failure. It's a failure, but like I'm kind of impressed.
How is that a
That was
failure?
really
Is
close.
it a success or did I grab the wrong dice?
One of these matched this. And this was actually it was a success with disadvantage.
Yeah, no, this is like a way success because there's only
No,
one failure.
I re-rolled the 2 purples, but there was a lot of disadvantage, but 1 success.
I guess I'll go with you. If you Jedi think you can keep me safe.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have a cat to get back to.
Just walk with me. I'll talk to you about my dissertation.
What kind of weapons do you have?
None.
He's friends with a K-Top?
What kind of guy doesn't have a weapon?
Hey, I don't either.
He pointedly looks at your
We
lightsaber.
can hang out in the back together.
All right. So you go through this archway. It takes you to an open, hollowed-out cave. It's got, typical old monastery-ish things around. But there's no buddy in here. There doesn't seem to be much going on.
How can we see anything? Are there lights
I don't know.
in the cave?
My Bith senses.
I think I have dark vision.
I believe I do.
60 feet?
Yeah.
We'll say that it's still just got enough light from outside for you to see.
Coming in from the
I
archway.
light my lightsaber. I just hold it out
Cool.
like a torch.
You can see now.
Great.
It's green. In case anyone cares.
I'm purple.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Every quiz I've taken on Facebook says my lightsaber's purple.
Hard perception check. 3 purple perception.
everybody, or?
To everybody.
Yeah, 3 purple?
Yep.
My perception is 2.
I fail with advantage.
Caleb fails.
You washed out.
Yep.
With 1 advantage. You failed with 1 advantage.
Same.
Fail. Yes.
Ooh.
Damn.
Still a failure.
Not a fan of purple dice.
Which is weird because you're all about that perp.
Wasn't funny the first 3 times. Okay, so you all don't immediately notice anything. You start just looking around the room. There's like torches and sconces built into the wall and stuff. About 15 minutes go by. Then you make an average perception check.
You know, we can use the Force.
None of you have chosen to use the Force.
In a nondescript way because we don't have any.
I succeed with disadvantage.
I got rocked, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck.
You super
I just can't see well from down here. Just looking at everybody's thighs.
Can I try to use the Force? I don't have like a power that applies to perception.
You can just add Force.
Add the Force die.
Oh, I guess I could have done that too.
Perfectly wash it out.
And you can count that dark side result as a success if you take a conflict.
It'll
But
still be a
that
fail.
would still be a failure.
One of you succeeded, though, right?
I did.
Yeah, you noticed a handprint-sized indentation in the dust on one of the, like rock panels by one of the torches. And you're like, hey, I wonder what this is.
I'm just too busy talking to the guy.
Well, they're just talking. I just walk over and just touch my hand to that point.
You push it, opens another door. Look at that.
Okay. Over here.
It actually opens the doorway to a winding stone staircase that goes down several stories. And at the bottom of that staircase is a long hallway that appears to be lit by natural torches. And at the end of that at the end of the hallway, there is a stone door.
Is there any opening or handles or anything?
There looks to be beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark style mechanics, like counterweights and stuff to get it open. You could try an average mechanics check to get it open that way.
Hey, I have a yellow dice for me.
Hey.
Hey, that sounds better than anything I have.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably better than my 3 green.
You succeed. So it opens very loudly. Like screeching the stone on stone.
Oh, my Bith senses freak out. I'm like really sensitive to auditory.
I'm gonna get my blaster ready with that loud noise.
So
I want to light my lightsaber as well.
So you've gone down a winding staircase over to a long hallway. This opens up into another staircase that extends down several more stories, but it opens up into the hollowed out, like open, like vista of this mountain. So there's a temple that you can see.
So we can see to the outside now?
So it's like...
So not seeing the outside, but like giant cave, basically.
Oh,
hollowed
okay.
out.
Gotcha.
With a temple inside of it. About a kilometer away from you can see that several stories tall temple. It's pyramid shaped. It's surrounded by a glowing hot orange substance.
What do you mean by surrounded? Like a
lava
wall or like a trench?
I mean, you can see the thing. So, like...
Oh, so like a shield kind of thing.
No, it's lava.
Oh, okay. There's a lava.
It's like a
I was going to go into is it magma or lava because it's still technically inside the mountain, but whatever.
Is it liquid hot?
There is liquid hot magma in like a moat around this temple.
How far across is the moat?
Can
I guess that? Can I measure it somehow?
Not from this distance.
It's only this far. This wide.
I'll use my
You just hold your
binoculars
fingers.
to
Yeah.
scout for enemies.
Okay, so you see with your binoculars there is a stone bridge, an elevated stone bridge across this lava moat river, whatever you want to call it.
What do your Arconian eyes see?
Guys, I think there's Balrogs nearby.
So you can see some cultists on the elevated stone bridge over the lava.
What do they look like?
I've got marks at 12,
Too far
4,
away to
and
tell.
2 o'clock.
What'd you say?
Too far away to tell specifically what they look like.
Can't he tell? He's
Make
looking
more
at us with
sense to
binoculars.
say 12, 2, and 4.
He can see like their silhouettes, but it's still just kind of like dark and lit by
How far away are we again?
a kilometer.
Okay.
What's the range for long?
Not that.
Is that extreme?
Long range, I think the book describes like a football field.
Do you believe
sedan?
What?
Mertel's gonna
I
do that?
really
What's
want
about to happen?
Mertel's was fucking bonkers.
I guess. It looks like that bridge is the only way to the temple.
So we're gonna get closer to the bridge.
I guess so.
I look at both of you that have lit lightsabers and just kind of.
I want to try and no, I want to try and sneak up to the.
I have a disguise kit. Can we use that? Will it be helpful?
They don't know who you are.
They're reptiles, so I don't think I can disguise myself that well.
Yes, you look like a blue elephant thing.
It's like a blue elephant
turn off
thing
my
that's
lightsaber.
also over.
Smart. Yeah, I would recommend that you
Turning
turn off
off the
your
lightsaber?
lightsaber,
That's a good idea.
and then
I'll do that as
everybody
well.
make an average stealth check to get closer.
Oh god,
Stealth.
this is gonna be
I
bad.
want to be stealthy.
Wait, I need that one.
I completely even out, but one advantage.
Okay.
Damn.
It's a wash, son.
That's a harsh.
I may be short, but I'm still pretty wide.
Fail with advantage.
You have silhouette 0 tall, but you have silhouette 2
success?
across. Yeah.
Nothing else. I got 4 success.
All right, so you're able to move on ahead of everybody. Everybody gets there. You're just able to stealth faster than everybody
I
else.
just channeled my inner Kronk. I'm like,
So as you approach the bridge, you can see more detail about the temple. And it's not a true pyramid. There's a flat surface at the top. And
So it's Aztecian.
Aztecian kind of, sure. And there's a flat, smooth section that goes down the middle of the left side of it. So it's like, stones going up, but there's definitely a flattened surface that slides down left to the direction you're looking at.
Okay.
That's going inside? Or
That's,
just on the side?
that's on the outside of
On
the
the
temple.
outside. Okay.
no.
You should still
Do you
have
want one
one.
of the
Yeah.
Babas.
Baba or yard sale?
Yard sale.
What do you want?
Whatever.
You don't want the real stuff?
Baba.
This is actually pretty good.
No.
These pecan standings.
God, what does Frank say after that? Like,
It's a sexual thing. All right, so you are at the base of this bridge.
Where are the cultists?
There are people on the bridge.
On the bridge. The bridge is leading over to the temple.
Correct. And your scouting report, since you stealthed ahead of everybody, there are 9 cultists on this bridge. The bridge is wide enough for you to stand 2 wide with lightsaber swinging room safely.
I'm not standing in front.
Right.
I'll stand in the front.
Well, I was actually going to look at this and then motion for what is your character's name again?
Butthole.
Rafan?
I think I've said it different every fucking
Butthole.
time.
Raphael.
Okay,
So I was going to.
Are we killing everybody?
So what I was going to do is I was going to
Because
motion
I have
to-
quick strike.
I was going to try and
You
get
could still do that
Raphael
if
to,
things go badly.
There's no other way across this bridge.
Oh, hold on a second.
Or no other way across the lava, right?
No, we gotta go
Oh,
across the bridge.
your guide has totally ghosted you. He got the shit scared out of him. And when you all were distracted, he left. He went back to the entrance.
Fucking pansy.
I knew we
I
should have put the
turned to
blinders
tell
on.
him some more about this research I did in my first year, and I'm like, oh, where'd he go?
So, just again to clarify, so there's no other way across this but the bridge, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
so
How wide is the lava moat?
You mean like how far would you have to go to get
Yeah.
over it?
Yes, without the bridge.
If I took a running start, could Finn Gar boost me across?
No.
Finn Gar doesn't.
It could be an interesting thing to
Actually,
try.
He's Silhouette Zero. You could lift him.
Fastball special.
I'm just wondering
He's just like lobbing me. This is like.
if I could jump while he goes from one side and I can jump and come in from the other side.
What I'm thinking of trying to
You could
shoot
try
one
it.
or two of them with my long range blaster, and then we lightsaber the shit out of the rest of them.
See,
Is
I
there
was
any
going
reason
to try
to
to get us
reason with
past
them?
without combat, and then have you as like the ace in the hole.
All right,
How much
Okay.
lightsabering skill do you have?
A yellow and 3 greens.
I have 2 yellows and a green.
That's pretty good. We're about the same. On
You
that.
have 2 yellows and 2
For what?
greens for lightsabers?
Yeah, 2 yells. And
He's
2
the
greens.
best at it.
So, quick rules question: does my soak stack? We didn't fully.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So this is what I think we should do. I'll hide in the back with my rifle. You can talk to them. Things
Signal
go bad.
if it's
I will shoot them and then come running in and just like fuck
So
them
the
up.
2 of us should head up
because
just
I'm also good, so I can start lightsabering as he runs up.
Yeah. Well, I figured that the signal would be when I have to actually.
If he
pull
turns
out
on his lightsaber,
If I have
start
to
shooting.
actually ignite my lightsaber, then shit has gone down.
I need to get quick strikes in. So
Well,
I've got good vigilance.
I think we should have a code word. When you think it's going south, you can slip the code word into the conversation, and I'll start.
We
killing.
should try talking to
That's
them
what I'm
first.
saying.
It's not like they don't see us.
Backup plan.
Yeah,
is
backup
for
plan
killing.
is killing.
I just need to have everything set up for the killing.
All right, so okay, because we're wasting time now.
So Scott and Finn Gar are going to start talking. I'll be right next to him.
Yeah.
So that Finn Gar can hide behind me if he needs to.
Which is a funny idea. Yeah, so let's walk up and greetings, gentle beings.
You get hit with a spear.
Jesus, what?
I start shooting.
I have no chance at
my lightsaber
I
turns
just get,
on.
they just throw a spear into me.
They knew you all were there, and this is a secret cult in a mountain hideout.
I was so sneaky.
Yeah, but they saw the 2 lightsabers as you all came down.
No,
We came to do an independent study project on joining cults.
So are we rolling whatever? Greetings,
So
gentle
Scott-
by the force.
So I shove Finn Gar behind me.
So here's how I
Light
want
my
to handle
lightsaber.
combat with this encounter. You're 4 Jedi against 9,
Dudes.
9 crazy religious cultists. You all, you got hit with a spear. It didn't really do anything to it. It's a spear.
Right. It hits the armored the padded clothing, and it's like, well, what?
Yeah. Choose how you handle this situation. Everybody gets to do one thing.
I battle cry.
And we're done.
As I hear the call to start murdering.
God damn.
Can I use move?
To push him into the lava?
No.
To pull lava up out to people.
No.
That's better.
No.
Be cool of it as it hit the air.
What I wanted to do was use move to pull my lightsaber off of my belt and start rotating it really fast in a helicopter fashion and make a coercion check to tell them to back the fuck off.
Make a
As I battle.
hard coercion check. But gain a boost die because that's super cool.
He fidget spinners them.
I think I succeed
You did succeed.
with like 4 advantage.
So they start backing away. They're like, oh god, it's not just a giant glow stick.
Mike, I want to influence them and just flee.
9 of them at once?
However many can get it, just
Do a hard coercion check.
Can I just run after him, battle crying the whole time? Scare him away?
And I am going to add force dice to this.
All right.
Is your trunk prehensile?
Yes.
So, I got
You wield your
positive
lightsaber.
force. Light side force. on
In a
it.
pinch, I can.
I evened out on
you're gonna
success and
take two
failure. And
lightsaber
had an
fights.
extra
So we just count
disadvantage.
those as successes.
Okay, so that
All
means
right.
I succeed with this.
You
advantage.
succeeded so hard with two of them at the front that were already scared to death of the spinning lightsaber. They turned the wrong way to run. Turn to run the wrong way, and they run off the sides of the bridge into the lava.
Jesus, that's not what I meant.
Oh my god!
I see the
What have we
people-
done?
I see the people diving into the lava and assume it's time to kill and start shooting.
Oh my god.
As they jump off to the level, no wait! Look at this.
If I wasn't already using move, I would try to use move to catch them. But I'm like, oh! Never seen somebody die before.
Can I try and grab one with my trunk?
How long is
If
it?
you're not like Spider-Man or whatever.
I just want to use my trunk to do something cool.
You already did.
That's how you fire torpedoes in your Starfighter.
Extra appendage.
Well, it means he doesn't have a second person there, like on the keyboard. It does
Yeah, so these guys are running. The path is clear. Two of them are dead.
I'll come out of my sniping position.
Oh yeah. Did you actually want to shoot some of them?
Yes.
Do a 2 purple shooting check, whatever gunnery skill you're using.
So that's 3 success and 2 advantage, which is
That translates to 5 dead people.
yes.
5 total or
There's
5
2
from
left.
him?
We should catch one of them.
Save 1 per question.
It was the 2 at the back. They have got the edge on running away. You enjoyed that too much. You need to take 2 conflicts for how much you murdered right there.
And the other 2 are running off just like, we didn't mean to kill as many as we did. No, this was not. No.
What? Oh, there's my conflict. Okay, so I'll put a 2 in there. Okay, so I come out of my sniping position and I'm like, what? I saw you shove those people into the lava and thought it was time to start killing.
No, I didn't shove them into the lava. They jumped in there on their own free will.
We should get comm links.
I have a comm link.
I have a comm link.
I do too. We should use the comm links.
You guys
So
got comm links?
there are some stairs.
Yeah, they're like 25 credits.
There are stairs on the outside of the temple up to the top level.
Are there any entrances into the temple?
There are some heavy ass stone doors that are like 10 feet tall and stuff.
I say we go to the
Start,
top.
like melting them like Qui-Gon Jinn.
You could try.
It's not gonna work, is it? I could tell that from your tone.
I hadn't thought of how to handle that, but you can definitely try that. Is what I mean.
I mean, we could just like cut a hole. I mean,
I'll try and cut a hole in the door.
My move isn't strong enough to pull them open or push them open. Not yet.
I'd like to try and cut a hole in the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Do a we'll say 3 purple athletics.
Not
Can-
lightsaber.
It's
I'm
it's
not
not.
trying to push it
It's not
open.
attacking the
Yeah.
door.
I mean,
It's not
it kind of
D&D,
is.
where-
It kind of is.
Actually,
No, I want to try and cut the door open.
Yeah.
Athletics. 2.
God, I'm so glad I'm not doing
How
this.
many purples?
What did I say? 3? Yeah, 3. It's a big ass door. Big ass door.
There are no successes
What
or
the
failures on
Fuck.
there.
Fuck.
Didn't go
Use,
well.
use a destiny point. We've forgotten to do that this whole time.
Use Destiny Point, reroll everything.
Now he's got 5 destiny points.
Yeah, he already had 4. What the?
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that works.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You got some
Yeah,
disadvantage,
you got a
but you
lot of
succeed.
disadvantage.
Well, it
So
wore
you-
me out to do it.
So you cut a silhouette.
It's a 10-foot door, and I'm only like
size hole
4.5
in the
feet
door.
tall.
He only cuts it for himself.
Everybody else has to crawl through after me.
We'll have to make athletics checks to get through his hole.
So you cut a silhouette zero size hole in the door, and you hear a commotion. There are people coming down from the top of the they're like, what happened to our people on the bridge?
Are they
Holy shit, are they cutting into the door?
Are they unhappy we're desecrating their temple?
Probably. So do you proceed? Do you proceed through the hole in the stone door? Do you face the people coming down?
I say we go through the hole because it's easier to defend because they have the high ground.
Yeah, but we don't know what's inside the hole.
That's true.
There could be a bunch.
Scott, no.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Nope.
I said that specifically so you would say something terrible.
No, like you can slow pitch all you want.
How many
I'm not
people
gonna
are coming
swing at
down?
The easy ones.
You hear commotion as people are
Just
coming
a
down.
commotion.
But
Okay.
if you're up at the door, you can't see them coming down the outside of the
That would
temple
turn
at
into
you.
a foul ball real quick.
So we can't see them.
Can Finn
You,
Gar
you know they're coming.
take a few steps back and check with his glasses?
They're not binoculars.
The corrective lenses. Or how would he say that?
Corrective lended.
There you go. Nice.
I'm gonna move the lightsaber spinning in front of me as like a potential shield.
Are we going to engage the people coming down?
Just gonna kind of see what happens.
I think so.
I mean,
Nobody else wants to go in the
No,
hole.
I'm for going in the hole.
we can't see them. We could go in the hole. I'm fine with that. If
You need to
start
decide.
If we go in the hole, can we
15
shove the
seconds
plug back in?
You have 15 seconds to decide.
You
Hole.
melted it, so let's dive in the hole, and I can stand there with my blaster and just
Okay,
shoot
hole.
Okay, do it. We're going in the hole.
go in the hole.
All right, you guys, you walk through. Everybody else kind of ducks down and crawls through the Ortolan-sized hole.
I'm all about
As long as it's not Ortolan shaped. Like, just leave me.
It's like super wide.
So the inside of this temple, you can see it's got some artificial lighting. Not a whole lot. It's dim artificial lighting, but there's definitely some technology, like infrastructure, built into this, with a lift in the middle of it that obviously looks like it goes up to the top.
Is there anything visible we can shove in front of the hole?
There's the chunk that you cut out of the door.
I mean, do we want to spend a lot of time on this? It is a door to their temple. They could just open it.
Right. Yeah.
True.
They know the trick. All right, let's just move on. Hit the lift.
I mean, they're going to come from behind and get us, so...
Get on the lift?
Get on the lift.
Yeah.
It's the only other thing that's in here, right?
The only other thing that you know its purpose immediately. There's like, you know, the wires and shit running up the ceiling and walls and stuff.
I want to check for traps.
No obvious traps.
Cool. All right, so let's go get on the lift then.
Okay. So... as you all ride the as you ride the lift to the top,
waiting for us when we get
the outside top of the temple, they're not waiting for you, but the lift comes up in the middle of a ritual sacrifice.
Oh God!
Protect the innocents.
You see these people in ornate masks with with what you assume is an innocent. The Force tells you it's an innocent Bardo on a stone slab.
Siege masks.
That person gets stabbed in the chest. Big ceremonial
We can't do
knife.
anything about it.
This is happening as it comes up and you see it. Then they're chanting and stuff like this.
There's blood everywhere.
There's blood everywhere. The stone slab then tilts down, and the body slides off down the smoothed out section towards the lava.
Oh, no.
But instead of hitting the lava, you see a bright green flash as the body was sliding down the side of the temple.
The body disappeared in the bright green
So you can't see the body once it went down.
Okay. Saw flash.
Yeah, you saw the green flash.
You fiends!
You monsters!
So the one doing the stabbing.
We'll save him for questioning and kill everyone else.
What range is he at?
Everything is short range up here.
Okay. Not good.
The one doing the stabbing hears you say that, turns around, and takes her mask off. It's actually a Dathomir Night Sister.
Oh, snap.
We should probably kill her.
She's gonna have force powers?
She is. That's why we should
They
kill
talked
her.
about this in class last semester. It's bad shit.
What is she wearing?
Like fancy robes.
Why is her dress important?
Because if she's wearing like weapons or something, I want to try to take them from her.
Good point. Okay.
So there are 5 of these shaman up here, along with the Night Sister who was sacrificing people.
That's the only
there-
one Night Sister, though.
Is the Night Sister the one we're supposed to come get?
No.
No, it's not.
No, we're looking
so
for the...
I'm gonna...
The space pope.
You're looking for the space pope.
When there is Pope.
Can I make a
Was the
quick,
body the
like,
space pope?
investigation check to see if the space pope is up here?
The Deogan
I
Master?
guess it's probably not investigation. What would be Star Wars equivalent of investigation?
So you look in the short line of people to be sacrificed.
Right.
There's more people to be sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're stopping this now.
And 2 back in line is a guy wearing a Deogan Space Pope hat.
Huh. So, so Stu, you wanted to do something real
Shit's
quick.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I want to use move to take the dagger away from her.
Roll. Does it tell you like a check you're supposed to
I think it's just,
make to do that?
Here, I can pull it up real quick.
I pulled up a page for it here.
Actually, you know what?
I'm sure it's just like
You succeed. You pull the dagger from her hand.
around her to move things that are silhouette 0.
You pull the dagger from her hand. That is fine. She then reaches in her robe and draws a black glowing like blade, like a sword sized thing.
I'm gonna shoot her.
And she this happens to a Jedi. What are you doing here?
We've come to defend the innocent and rescue the Deogan Master.
We're
As
an
I-
independent study project.
As we're doing that, I start running toward the.
Who is closest to the action?
Well, I'm going to run toward the
What
captives
are
to
these
get
two?
between the captives and the rest.
I'm probably
of
up
the
front
cultists.
still.
This guy was running towards the action, so we'll say he's the closest to it.
Makes sense.
That's no good for me.
She leaps at you and swings this blade and does, see, that's 4 there, so 8 damage.
So I've soaked 2, and so I take 6. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that leaves me at 5 wound.
So you were going to shoot her?
Yeah, but now she's engaged, which means I have to take a step back.
Oh.
So maybe I will put my rifle away,
Okay.
pull out my lightsaber, and start charging her. That's my friend!
You can get to her and attack in 1 turn.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
Make a lightsaber check. 2 purple, because all engaged melee checks are 2 purple.
Yeah, welcome to Crick's territory.
Yeah, melee can get like
I'm
real
gonna
rough.
Take a strain to
Add a
add a
blue.
blue.
Her weapon didn't have any pierce or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Not like ours.
Min-max.
But it is cortosis.
Ooh, okay, so.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, what I should do is...
Those 2 yellows cancel the 2 purples.
Yeah.
You with
2
2
success and 1 advantage.
So that's 8 damage. So Sunder, whatever. What does Sunder do?
Doesn't it have a base of 10 damage?
It's base 6.
Oh, is it a different lightsaber? Because this one says damage 10.
Basic lightsaber is 6.
So it's basic lightsaber. Okay.
Yeah.
So basic.
So you do 8 damage to her. She's, not dead, but you gave her a slash across the middle.
I want to charge her as well.
Charging in, lightsaber drawn.
Yep, lightsaber drawn.
Dude,
All
Fates
wrapped
is
up in
playing.
his trunk like he's like
Going
a
for the-
spear.
going
He's
for the
just
piercing.
running.
So let's see. It's
Is he anime running with his arms back behind him?
Yeah, he can do that with his lightsaber straight out.
His trunk isn't prehensile.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, is it really?
We decided it.
God damn it.
It's just not very, big.
Oh, Jesus.
You whiff.
Wow.
What the hell?
You have 1 destiny point you can spend to re-roll
You're
those.
supposed to be good at this.
What is...
Well, when you have
That roll
a
should not
yellow
matter.
blank, you should probably re-roll that.
Okay.
He's got a yellow and a green blank on
Yeah.
that roll.
Yep.
Our last destiny point. Do it.
That means that we can't use the
I
force.
feel like we're
right now,
compensating
right?
a lot for my short stature with these destiny points.
That's way better.
That is better. So you hit her for 8 more damage. She is quite banged up. There's no triumph there, so she still has all of her appendages. You've just hit her with a couple slashes. She was able to use her weapon to kind of at least direct where you were going to hit her. So,
Well, she's now being distracted by them. Do I actually get a follow-up on her now that... Or was my
I guess you haven't
turn-
acted yet,
Yeah, it was
right?
my
Are
turn
we forgetting
basically to
about the
run
4
forward.
other shaman folks up there?
We'll worry
no,
about that.
we're not.
It'll be fine.
Scott, what are you doing?
Push them into the lava.
Well, I mean, if she's distracted by these two, can I then move and interpose myself between the captives and the cultists?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then I break off from her, just like, handle her! I'll take care of the captives.
You essentially just set up guard around the captives.
Yeah, and I'm just ready to, like, any of the cultists that start coming, like, whoop, like, extend the lightsaber blade at them, like, no, no. And also, like, try and get them free, too, while I'm doing this.
Yep.
Cool. Stuart.
Stu, your turn.
I'm going to, in one motion, just like let go of the dagger that I took from her and try to take her blade that she's holding now.
You fail.
Damn.
After taking the blade or letting go of the dagger?
You fail at taking her weapon.
Oh, God!
Stupid force.
So,
Considering how the destiny points are against us right now, I think it's clear that the dark side has cast a deep pallor over our encounter.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's anything else I can do. That was like my action.
That's your deal. You're just like moving shit.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I said there were 5 shaman up here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to
I
run?
take a step back.
What are you? Oh, God.
It's gonna be bad.
So,
I'm gonna
Flip
die.
4 of those?
Yeah, he did.
They're all 4 Caesars you watch.
We did.
no. So 4 of these shamans see what's happening. You hear one of them say, "We were so close." One stabs another one, shoves him off
Oh, no.
the temple.
Whoa.
Ultimately, 4 shaman either stab each other or themselves and slide off the edge of this temple, and you see the bright green flash each time.
There's just one more guy that did a stabbing, and then a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, stab ourselves! Whoops, my bad! My pee, guys!
It's a good thing they needed 5 bodies to summon Satan, not 4.
So there is a banged up Dathomir Night Sister and one shaman who doesn't quite want to stab himself to complete
We
the
should
ritual.
capture that guy. Because he seems like he's waffling on his commitments.
The Night Sister attacks.
He'll probably give us the best information.
Oh, a suicide cult. I thought it was another kind of cult. Damn it, guys.
Oh my god, all the projects I did said they just drank punch. This is so gross.
Oh, that's not good.
Night Sister does 5 damage to you.
Okay, I can take that, sort of. So 3, so I take 2.
Mm-hmm.
That means attack that in the wrong one. So I got 2 wounds. Yeah.
What do you do?
Stab her back.
Roll it.
Ow!
You kill her.
Yeah! I just like flip it, so I'm holding it and just like cut down. Like I hit her in like the collarbone and just like go straight through her.
Yeah, you fucked that Night Sister up.
Luckily, I mean, it's a lightsaber blade, so you make that cut,
Yeah,
and it's real clean, and
there's
then
not
she
a
just
lot
kind of
of
like,
blood.
she has enough time to look down and go,
And watch her torso just
Yeah.
slide off.
yeah, ghost ship style. Anytime I can.
There is one scared and confused shaman up here.
I'm going to slap my binders on him.
Leave room for questioning!
I approach the guy that looks like a Daogan master and I say, "Are you the Daogan master?"
Yes, thank God. Thank you for coming. Get me out of here.
Will do.
I mean, I've been freeing captives this whole time now.
Yeah.
So as soon as like those guys started stabbing themselves, I
so-
was like, "Oh, all right."
So you start interrogating that guy, and he's pretty willing to give up information.
Has a good, strong
He
sense of
wasn't that
self-preservation.
devoted to the cause.
And as you take him down the temple to the base level on the outside, the original purpose of this generations ago was blood sacrifice to the
Blood
lava.
god.
But this technology that's been added to it, and this bright green flash is coming from a crystal. And whenever these bodies were sliding down before they hit the lava, this technological interface would rip the souls from these bodies and trap them in this crystal.
We want to look at.
It sounds like a bad crystal, but also a crystal you should investigate.
How many puppets are on this dark crystal?
Only so many skeksis.
This is what we came here to study.
But no one's doing a dance magic dance.
So we ask, we ask the
I
guy
jump though.
where the crystal is.
It's right there. It's that thing that flashes. It's like suspended.
Oh, it's just right there?
Yeah.
Can we use the force to pull it down?
I'm gonna use move to
Move you up.
Move
to
me
grab
up
it.
to take a look.
so you can reach it or like look at it. Like,
Are you going to grab it?
is that the one?
Yes, I'm going to grab it.
We're over here like,
Okay.
you should use the force to move it down. He's like, no, I'm going to use the force.
You grab the crystal, you remove it from its, field that was suspending it or whatever, and you feel this immediate rush connection to the force. You see different locations across the galaxy.
Oh, snap. Shit, is this the start of Mass Effect?
God damn it,
Tell me another story of the shepherd.
The most clear one, you see it's out in space. There's wreckage of a giant fleet. And you feel like you're called to that location.
Okay.
And there were other places too that I can talk about if you want.
Is it because he's a pilot?
It's because he's the one that grabbed it.
But yes, because the pilot grabbed it, yes, it is
I
that.
thought that we would have had options as to whoever grabbed it, we would have felt
That's an
stronger
exactly
pull
wink.
to which thing.
Yeah, that would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Totally is. Isn't it cool that Mike came up with that and built it and set it?
No, I just want to go to this fleet wreckage next. So,
So I've got this crystal.
Trying to cover for
So-
you, Game Master.
this is a lightsaber blade sized chunk of kyber crystal. As long as you hold on to it, you have a force rating increase of 1.
Oh.
So you are now the strongest in the force of your group.
It's a force crystal. It's a +1 force crystal.
Mm-hmm. So it can't be like put into a lightsaber, but keeping it in your possession makes you stronger with the force. And it's calling to the other pieces of this kyber saber.
Ooh, so we can use like echolocation.
Yes.
Sorta, yeah.
Like transponder.
Like Echo the Dolphin.
I lower you back down.
It's a crystal connection.
Thanks, buddy.
God damn it.
It's like the rainbow connection, but crystals.
Are there any green small creatures singing to us about?
Oh, I can't.
No. I look around at the group and I say, "It looks like we found what we came looking for. Now, who's ready to get blasted?"
The credits start rolling up.
I reach into my cloak and pull out a Star Wars beer and just crack it open as soon as you say that.
So
do we all jump in
do
the
you
air
do you
and then
return
freeze
the
frame
master to the queen?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, we have to return the master to the
So the planet
What else are we
Bardota
gonna do?
has
keep the crystal for ourselves. We don't tell her about it.
Okay, you don't tell her about the crystal. Great. That's fine. You return the religious master. That's fine. You get 30 XP from her. Do you tell your boss, Jarl Poof, about
No.
I'm kind of a teacher's pet, so I want to.
That's 1 vote no, 1 vote yes.
Our project's not complete. We should wait till the project's complete to report back.
I was kind of siding with him if the rest of the group goes that way, but I'm also okay if the rest.
I think we tell
I
him.
abstain.
I think we tell him because he didn't think we were any good to begin with, and by showing him we did the first part, he might give us some extra help.
Unless that means that he's then going to get competent Jedi to do the rest of it.
He doesn't need to because we were better than he thought.
There we go. Fair enough.
No.
So by the way the voting went, you tell him. You get an extra 10 XP that can be spent exclusively on force powers.
Ooh. Yes.
Is that my chart thing?
That's something different we'll talk about off air.
Cool.
And you all get 1,000 credits. He's so impressed that he pays you, and he wants to support you in finding the rest of the pieces.
I need a blaster with a hard point so I can get a scope.
No, you want multiple modification slots that you can start adding in.
You need modification slots for scopes.
Yeah, but also for I should pull up.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
I should pull up what Gretel has.
So that is the end of this first episode. It's kind of quick, and we played fast and loose with the rules, but that was fine. I think
I thought that flowed pretty good. I like that.
Definitely enjoyed not having breaks where we had to count dice results all the time, and combat seemed a little faster. And I think I legitimately surprised you guys a few times, judging by all the eyebrows that went up.
Oh no!
So, jumping into the lava on their own was
all that finger blast.
Cultists.
I mind blasted them. Is that going to do it for us today?
I think we're done for today, right?
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Hey, make sure to check out our Patreon.
Patreon.com/3.2 company.
Yep. Shout out to our perennial big donor, Caleb.
He's not even a donor anymore. He's bought a seat at the table.
Okay.
So we're telling people now if you give us enough money, you can come play with
Yeah, why the fuck not?
As long as you are not a minor crossing state lines. Sorry. There's a legality there. We can't endorse that. We do have another Patreon that we do shout out to, right?
We do. It's Dylan Smith. Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks for
Yeah.
You too can pledge in at our Patreon for as little as $1 to help support us and our building out of this great fun thing. I mean, mostly we'd probably just spend it on beer, but maybe equipment. Who knows?
Beer and equipment.
Beer and equipment.
Mm-hmm.
That's my never mind. That's my competitor to Smith and Edwards. Beer and equipment.
Oh Jesus. So, thanks for sticking with us for the first year of 3.2 Company. We've got some exciting stuff coming in the next year. If you've missed X-Wing content, don't worry, we're getting back to it. We have a regional in 12 days. Holy shit, we need to get ready for that.
Yeah. Get hype.
Yeah.
I still gotta find tables.
Oh, God. But, yeah, thanks for joining us in 2018, and cheers, everybody.
Cheer now.
Quickies.
Any finger blasting was purely fiction.